Well, I haven't had much to report this week. Our time has really been taken up by, well, I think you can guess, the puppy. Um, I got my Prius in for its 5,000 mile service. It came with 3 years worth of services um, in the purchase price of the car, and then we extended that to 5 or 6, I don't remember which. So that's all taken care of. I just drop it off at the dealer and they give me a ride somewhere, and then I come get it later on. So that's good. It went in today. They everything's checked out green. It's all clean again. They also were supposed to do a recall. I guess the brake cable on the parking brake can come loose when you're pushing on it, because so they've issued a recall, and they're putting a clip on the end of the cable so you can't pull it through whatever's holding it in place. That seems like an obvious thing that they should have caught, but okay, fine. However, when they got it in to do it, they didn't have the part. So they've got more on the way, and one's got my name on it. So I'm gonna have to take it back down for another exciting adventure at the dealership. And then the other thing I had him do, and I've looked online, and lots of people, it says you can do it in the manual. Okay, so this is not some secret arcane knowledge. It says they can change the dealer can change some of the options on the car. Most notably that beeping that it makes continuously when you're in reverse. That's not outside the car. That's inside the car. And they can change it so it just beeps once. But results online are mixed. Some places say no, the dealer won't do it because it's a liability issue. Other places the dealer doesn't have a clue and they don't do it. And others say it's no problem. My friend Lloyd apparently had it done to his. That's in Australia, so I mean, if they can figure it out down under, you'd think that would be something they'd be telling people in this hemisphere as well. Anyway, I took it down. I had 3 things I wanted done. I wanted to take the beep. I wanted them to speed up the delay on opening the alternate doors, and I wanted to change the length of time that the lane change signal was on. So I asked him about the reverse, and the look on his face was like a deer in the headlights. I've never heard of that, but I can look into it for you. And I thought, I'm not going to push my luck. If they can get that taken care of, then I will be more than happy to live with the others, at least until the next time I take it in and ask him. And they got that done, and that's great. Although I admit, I'm used to it now. So I'm actually kind of, when it goes in, for a second, something's missing. Anyway, there's new Pokemon and some sort of special Pokemon event going on, and I'm sure James is going to want to do a lot of park stuff this weekend. I was able to go to a park at lunch today and caught some stuff, and I'm after work now. I'm at a different park, enjoying the incredibly nice weather. It is 74 degrees Fahrenheit on December, what is it, 14th, 15th, 14th. 74 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll have to work that out in centigrade, but trust me, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Really wouldn't be a Tedium Unlimited these days if it didn't include a puppy update, would it? So here's his current schedule. We go to work in the morning, and Chuan leaves about 6:40, puts him in his kennel. Then she has been coming home at 10:15, 10:20. She's got a short break at work, and she's very close to work, so she comes in, lets him out, and then puts him back in. And then I've been coming at around almost noon, and eat lunch at home. And I let him out and I feed him. It's feeding time. And then I let him out. Then I feed him. Then I let him out again. And because the weather's been so nice, and because he's been very, very good, I just let him out. Let him stay out in the backyard all afternoon. And I go back to work, come home a little later, and just kind of a follow whenever puppy needs to go out kind of schedule. And then at night, we usually go to bed around 11. And then Chuan's been waking up at 2 and giving him a toilet run. And then again at 5:30 when it's time for his medicine. And that worked pretty well. But for the last 2 nights, she's gone to bed around 11 and not had to get up. So he's made it all the way through into 5-ish in the morning. That's great, and that's an improvement. And then today, because of the car coming to pick it up came very early, and I was surprised. And then it was kind of lunchtime, and we kind of messed up and didn't let him out I was trying to wait till 11:30, but it was 12:30 before I came back and was able to let him out, and he did perfectly, no problem. So he's improving. That means the 10 a.m. run is not necessary, probably. However, he is not good at telling us when he needs to go. He'll be playing, and then he might kind of pest you a little bit, like play with me, play with me, play with me, and then he'll suddenly walk somewhere and just pee on the floor. So he's done that twice this week. But both times we caught him, and he knows it's not good. So hopefully he's learning. Hopefully. Anyway, that's the puppy update. I'm having my wife's Christmas present installed in her car, which she knows about. We're having it done before Christmas. We don't really care about the day. The day doesn't mean anything. Backup camera for her vehicle, because she really likes the one in my car, and sometimes she really gets nervous about backing up in the van. So it seems like a good fit. Having it done at Best Buy, which may be a mistake. We'll see about that. And the Geek Squad employee that's installing it certainly seemed like a surly fellow. But then I guess if I worked for Best Buy, I'd be a surly fellow too. So, maybe I can't blame him. Anyway, I brought it in. He checked over the car to make sure nothing was broken, so that when it's broken after he's done, he doesn't take the blame for it. And then and he goes, "You got any questions?" I go, "Well, just one. I mean, how long is it going to take?" "Well, much longer than your scheduled appointment." I'm like, "I don't care. You guys are the ones that scheduled the appointment. So if you scheduled the wrong appointment, like, that's not my fault." Didn't say that to him. I'm not trying to be nice. But anyway, 2 to 2.5 hours I have to kill now in the area. So I'm walking over to the Biltmore, and I'm talking to you, which means I'm not racking up Pokemon miles. So you should be very honored. And I'm gonna grab a bite to eat somewhere, sit down, kill some time. Brought my iPad. I have an episode of The Expanse on there. I just started watching that show. It's kind of good so far. So that's what we're doing for the next few hours. My shoe was a little loose, so I decided to tighten it up a bit. Now I'm gonna have to sit here on this crummy bench and try to rethread my shoe. You know, I think I might go to the Cheesecake Factory. It's the weirdest restaurant. They have basically the biggest menu you've ever seen. And pretty much guaranteed somebody can find something to eat. Even me. Well, finished eating at the Cheesecake Factory. Back there. And I'm heading back to Best Buy now. I had a very nice pork chop. Some pretty nice macaroni and cheese. But they got up to a really shaky start. They put me in a table where apparently no one could see me, and so I spent a good 10 minutes before anyone came by. So that was bad. And then, just generally slow. Just generally slow, but I had time to kill, so what the hell. It's gone all dark, of course, because it's nighttime, but it is still 70 degrees out. But it is beginning to cool off quickly. So I'm hoping to get back to Best Buy by 6:15, which would be 2 hours after I drop the car off. He said 2 to 2.5 hours. They haven't called me, so we'll find out. Well, the camera's installed. It's kind of cool. It's built into the rear view mirror. When you're driving normally, it's just ordinary, and then when you put it in reverse, half of it turns into a TV screen with a rear view camera, which is pretty neat. Of course, I never expected this to take as long as it did, and the problem with that is that I forgot this is Thursday, and Thursday is the day my friend David comes over, and he is at the house now, and has been for 20 minutes, and I'm just now heading home. So that's unfortunate, and of course I've eaten dinner now because I had to kill all that time, and they said go kill some time, and I completely forgot about the whole scenario. So this is just kind of bit of a screw up on my part.